Hello everybody. Today for Sunday Funday, we're going to see how I draw a bat guy. Okay, so pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. For those of you that are going to stick around though, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, so if you're new to Sunday Funday, I am 100% making this up. I just put some words together, thought of something cool, and now I'm going to draw. So this is going to be Bat Guy. So, kind of like Batman, but no. He's a guy who's a bat, and, you know, he's a guy who's a bat. And he's not a man, you know, he's Bat Guy. We'll just say that. So I just thought it'd be funny to draw. Okay, so let's see where we're going with this. All right, not bad, not bad. So let me see. Let's put a jacket on him. He's got a cool little leather jacket that he thinks is cool. Let's see. Let's give him some legs. How about, let's see. Let's do something different. Let's make it unconventional. Let's not give him pants. Let's give him a dress. You know, he likes these frilly, flowy gowns that he just likes to wear, you know, and this is a Bat Guy. He does whatever he wants. You know, you can't tell him what to do. Did you just tell him what to do? You can't do that. What did I just tell you? Oh, I guess I can't tell you what to do either. You know what? Let's just draw what we want. All right, so I'm going to draw some kind of like he's got a wraparound for his little skirt that he's got here. And let's draw him some legs. And how about he's wearing boots? He likes his boots. Something like that. Let's draw this one over here. Okay. And how about we give him like some pointy spiky boots. Little points on the front, you know, because he's cool like that. Okay. And again, you know, this is Sunday Funday. We're just drawing whatever we want, so we can draw the boots however we want. If you don't want to draw that on there, don't do it. If you want to draw pants on him, draw it. Do what you want. Okay, this leg's a little high. I just realized that. Let me lower that down. That's why it's good to kind of lean back sometimes and look at your drawing and go, oh, hey, you know, that's not right. Or, hey, that looks perfect, you know? All right, there we go. That looks a little bit better. A little bit more positioned correctly. Okay. I like that. So, all right, so here's what I want to do for his arms. I kind of want to do like he's kind of waving, kind of giving you one of these. But because he's a bat guy, because he's got bat wings, I think, let me do that. I think, you know, I've got to connect them. So let me draw this hand out there like this. Do I need to draw it higher? No, that's fine like that. Okay, so we're drawing like this, his hand. So let me see if I can do that real quick. So his fingers are going to be in here. We're going to draw the thumb like this. Going to draw this, drawing the peace fingers, but yeah, he's got bat wings, so they're going to stretch out a little bit. So these ones I have in, going to have them down, and that one's down like that. So let's see how I can do this. So we're going to stretch this one out here, out like that. I hope you got your paper turned sideways because we're going for it. Okay, I'm going to do it out like that. This one would be like this. Like that. So and this one's going to come in to this finger, which is wrapped around like this. Is that right? Like that. Then the pinky's underneath, which is going to be down like this, and is going to come into his side like that. So it's going to be a little weird for the way we have it, but I say we do it. Let's make it, let's get weird. You know, let's draw something different. Let's do something people aren't normally doing, you know? All right, so that one's coming in there. The other one's behind it, so you can't quite see it. So it would be kind of something like that. And then that's going to kind of do one of these. That's going to go through here. Yeah. Does that make sense? Do you get it? You get it? All right. Okay, so this finger's going to go like that. It's going to bend in. This one's going to go like that. Okay. All right, cool. So that being said, his other arm is just kind of hanging down. I thought I'd have him like holding on to his jacket, you know, he's kind of sitting there, kind of cool, you know. Got one finger up like that. Got the other fingers in, but because they're in, let's draw his elbow real fast. Let's give him a little bit of short sleeves, you know, a little something. So these are going to be like all tucked in underneath like this, right? So that's going to come in like this. These are going to come in like that. Another one's going to come in like that. All tucked in under themselves. Yeah. Something like that. Why not? You know, let's do something different. Okay. All right. I like that. I say we get going. You ready? Yeah. So let me erase a few of these little lines. That way we're only leaving the thicker confidence lines. We don't need all the sketchy lines. You never want to trust something that's sketchy. You just always want to go with your confidence. Okay. All right. No, bat guy. Oh, nope. Can't do that. Don't want to get sued. All right. So, okay, here we go. So, let's switch over, or let's jump over to the Sharpie section. Let's welcome everybody that skipped over to this part of the video. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do a drawing every day. You can join along, have some fun, and learn a few tricks along the way. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the Sharpie pen is finer than the fine point, and I can find a few things that the fine point can't quite find. That being said, I've sketched the entire thing out, and I've erased the darker lines. I've erased the lighter, sketchier lines, and I'm sticking to the more confident lines. So, I'm going to start off with some details in the face with the sharper fine point and see where we go from here. So, it's a bat guy, not Batman. It's a guy who's a bat. So, we're going to give him some round, beady bat eyes over here on each side, something like this. We'll color them in later, so I'm just going to leave them all wide open like that. So, I'm going to give it a little bit of nuance, a little bit of, you know, some detail, some flavor, you know. Sorry, that sounds very lame of me to say it like that. It's from an old movie from a long time ago. So, just some fun, just some lines, just something crazy. So I'm going to draw, he's going to have a big old nose, big old bat nose, something like this. And again, it's Sunday Funday. Do what you want. Draw it how you want. You know, if you don't want to draw a big nose like that, don't. You do what you want. I'm just doing what I think is funny for a bat guy, you know? Or not so much funny, amusing, entertaining. That's what it is. It's not supposed to be funny. I mean, if you find it funny, great. I just think it's amusing. So we're just going to give him just some little lines, you know, just a little something. And let's give him a nice smile. He's all happy. He's a bat guy. How about a couple little vampire bat teeth, you know? All right, so that's a good definition of where we're going here. So I think I'm going to switch over to the big Sharpie now. I may come back with a few little tiny details, but I think I'm happy with this. So I'm going to give him kind of a furry, fuzzy head. So let me kind of give him some edges here. So I need something like this, just to kind of give me some start-stop points. You know, that's what I like to call them. It tells me where I'm going with this. And what I can build off of, okay? All right, so I'm going to give him kind of a little whippy hairdo off to the side, something like this. And I think I do want to add just a little bit of extra tinier lines, just to kind of make it come alive, you know, make it my own. Make him have some whip in his hair, some excitement. Okay, nothing too crazy, not too much. But it was just, that was almost too fat for the hair look that I wanted him to have. You know, he's kind of a furry little guy. Is basically what I was trying to go for. All right, so now I'm going to draw him some ears. So I'm just going to have big old radar hunting fat bat ears. Something like this. Something like that. I'm going to go ahead and give him like an edge like this. I'm gonna do the lines. I want to do like the ear lines, but I think with color. I think it'll look better if I do that with color. All right. Okay, so let's draw him look a little bit of a neck, something like that. We'll draw his collar to his jacket, kind of out. He's got kind of a cool, almost like a, you know, vampire collar out, but you know, it's part of a jacket, so it's not nothing sinister. So I have him holding his jacket, so I'm going to go ahead and draw his hand. See, the jacket's going to be about right there. I'm going to draw his hand over it. So I'm going to draw his thumb up like this, and his knuckles in like this. But here's the thing. I was talking about this during the sketch. The bat's fingers are part of the wings, you know? So anything I do with the fingers, they're going to be super long, and they got to have wings in there. So that being said, I'm going to draw his, okay, so also his wing is connected to right here, you know, the underside of his arm, so I can't draw past that. So I'm drawing it a little skinnier here, like this, and then I'm going to draw his arm connected like that. So see how it looks kind of cut off? There's a reason. Don't worry, we'll get there in a second. So I'm going to draw his jacket edge like this, give him a little bit of a sleeve, and then I can draw the rest of his arm. And I'm going to draw a little fuzzy, you know, a little furry, like I did with his face over there, you know, something like this. Okay, so just kind of playing around with some streak lines, and I know I'm not supposed to be drawing hair. That's mostly color, but I don't know. I just thought of him kind of a fuzzy little bat guy, you know. Okay, so let me connect anything that's not connected here. And I'm going to go ahead and draw just a few little like that, you know, for the shirt, just to give it some creases, give the material creased lines to it. Okay, so here's what I got going. So his fingers are bent in, so I'm going to draw the edge like this. Like that. And then just kind of play around with, if the fingers were bent, how would it look? You know, something like that. Does that make sense? In other words, if you have wings and they're way, splayed out, well, what happens when you bring them in? You know, so I'm kind of playing around with that idea that they're not always, stretched way out. Sometimes they're a little in. There you go. So something like that. Now, I know this looks kind of weird, but again, it'll make sense when you see the other arm too. You see how I have the fingers all connected. All right. This one's kind of weird how it's just kind of floating by itself. So I'm going to go ahead and thicken it up just a little bit, just to match everything else that I did there. Okay, so basically these are his fingertips. That's basically how you got to look at it, okay? All right, so let's work over here and I'll show you what I was talking about. So I'm going to draw the rest of his jacket hanging down like this. His cool leather jacket. And let's see, we'll draw the other side over here like that. Like that. Here's his shoulder on this side. It's sleeveless because he's cool that way. Like that. I'm gonna draw some pockets. Just a few little fun details, you know, just something a little cool. And how about some buttons? You know, he likes to adorn his leather jacket with some cool what's the word I'm looking for? Accoutrement. That's what it is. We'll say that this is just some kind of weird little patch that he's got, you know. We've all got some cool buttons and patches and things, right? he does too. Okay. All right, that's enough detail for him. So let's draw his sleeve over here. Just like we did over there, just kind of hanging down. Again, draw just a little bit of lines, something like that. So here we go. So this arm, I'm going to come in here like this. And again, I'm only going to draw half of it because of the, well, no, it's the underhead. You'll see that. So we're going to come in here. We're going to kind of do something like this. That way we're not quite connecting it. We're kind of leaving it open to interpretation of the wings. Okay. All right. So we're going to draw his hand, but remember, I've got his hand doing this, but these fingers, since they're wings, remember they're way flapped in like this. So bear with me, bat with me. And we're going to draw his thumbs in like this. Oops, I got a little thick there. So I'm going to draw the first finger in like that, but it's going to be way out here because of the way his bat phalanges are. Okay, so let me go ahead and draw this to show you what I'm talking about. So a long finger like this, then the next finger is going to be like this, and let's see how I can do this. So that finger is going to be out here like this, something like that. But when your wings are out, you know, there's a long tension between the fingers of the bat, but when it's in, it's not as tense. So I'm just kind of flapping it in like this. Okay, not stretched out. So you see what I'm doing here? Just drawing his big old huge fingers. This is what I was talking about in the sketch. It's like, you know, we're doing something different. Okay, so here, this finger is bent in. So remember I got it like this? So this one is something like this. Okay? And this pinky is underneath, so it's going to come in here like this. And let's see, so that's going to go... Okay, so these fingers, oh, sorry, this is getting confusing here. The flap between them is like that, and then the flap connected to his back is like that. Does that make sense? I hope so. If not, that's okay. Again, we're just trying something different. You know, we're drawing something that's not just the average, here's a bat with his wings out all the time. So does that make sense, what I'm trying to draw here? Do you get it now? All right. Okay. All right. So this should have come down like this, kind of, you know, just kind of showing off that it's a weird, what do you call it? Bat wing, you know? It's too bad that came out super thick. But oh well. All right. So again, let's draw a little bit of fur, a little bit of fuzz, because we want him to be kind of a furry bat. Okay. How's yours coming out? Awesome. All right. So in the sketch, I kind of gave him a dress, you know, something different. I just want to make him a different kind of looking character. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw like some wraps around his waist, like that's what he uses for a belt, just wrapped material, cloth, you know, something like this. And so we'll go ahead and add just a few little cloth lines, just like that, you know, just something different to make it come alive. Okay. So again, so I thought about for the dress, like he just wears like drapes, like he likes stuff hanging down. So we're gonna have one in the front. That's the first one. He's gonna have, let's see, he's got his skirt like right around here. Then there's one hanging off to the side like that. We'll connect that in a second. Let's see, this one's hanging off to the side like that too. We'll just do something like this. The skirt goes across, and then we'll just draw like some fuzzy knees. And fuzzy knees, and then boots. And then we'll connect that. So boots, we're just gonna draw the typical, well, let's draw some big stuff on it. You know, I drew a spike on his toe, so let's add like bigger toe parts like this. We can connect the boot in like that, bring that in a little smaller like that. So see, extra little like metal or you know, big heavy joints, just to make it different, just to do something, you know. This is experiment day. Well, you get to do whatever you want. Okay, so same thing over here. We're gonna draw just the boot across. Ooh, let's connect this while we can. Draw the boot down. I'm gonna draw this big piece that we did right there for that. And then I'm gonna draw the other side of the boot coming down. I'm gonna draw that big toe spike thing that we did. The front of the foot like that, going across. Now add some tiny details just to do something different. Something like that. And let's see, the front of the foot's like here, that's gonna be there. Adding just some wear and tear to the boot. Let's add just a little bit of fur and stuff for his leg here. Connect anything that's not connected. Something like that. Thicken that up just a little bit. And there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. Do something a little fun. Throw some crazy colors in there, see how it goes. So for Sunday Funday, let's close up his shirt here. Little weirdo's not wearing a shirt, huh? But he's got sleeves, so we got to do something there. Okay, so anyway, there you go. So now we'll take care of the rest with color. For Sunday Funday, that is the Bat Guy. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.